Yes, good morning. Good morning. You probably know who I am, so we'll skip that nonsense. Listen, I need to get some business out of the way here. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to a couple of administrators at Phoenix High School. And I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity to contribute. So, and I'm very much looking forward to working with the Phoenix community, the whole community. And we're trying to use wrestling here as a tool to pull together and do what we need to do in any realm of life. So the other thing is, there's a young man in Medford there who we've worked with before. I wanted just to emphasize, this is probably the best way. This is for Charles. Okay, this is the young man's dad, Charles. We have to, whatever we choose to do, the young man's got to keep his arms in. Because, Charles, listen, even though we don't feel it, every time we go head first into second, every time we make an arm tackle, Charles, you know as well as I do, those arm tackles are the worst. So, listen, I've had experience with the shoulder business. And it changed. I should have been a baseball player or a hockey player. I should have been a baseball player or a kicker. I've told you guys before, our mom wanted us all to be kickers, all four boys. She always wanted us to be kickers. So, and let's don't worry about the picture here anyway. The picture doesn't make much difference. I just decided to get out and about a little bit. Well, that business about keeping your arms in whatever you do, you got to keep your arms in. Like I said, arm tackles are the worst. If I was going to play football, I would just keep my arms to my side and just become a human torpedo, sort of. But Charles, we cannot have the young man's arms out, whatever we do. Anytime we get our arms extended, we need to look at it and make sure. Because it's not very often where arms extended, shoulders extended, whatever, helps us out. Remember, every time we put that shoulder joint under stress, depending on the amount of stress, that there's even microscopic damage done already. See? And certainly in wrestling, if you're getting thrown, wrap your arms. See? And that's part of what my wrestling philosophy is, Charles, is you'll know by my work that it's all about, part of what it's all about is keeping our darn arms in. Because that shoulder joint was just certainly in the neutral, Charles. We need, he needs, if he wrestles, he needs, in the neutral, he needs to be all the way in or all the way out. Because anywhere in between, if we're not trained right, so there's damage. So, whatever he does, whether it's writing the term paper or sliding into second head first, be careful. Understand the big picture. If that rotary cup there, whatever it's called, we got to pay attention to it. Okay, my friend? That's enough business for that. All right. What I'm going to go into next, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the Greco stuff. that we've already been over. I'll go over it a bit quicker, and then we're going to move on to a couple other Greco things. Okay, we have to keep in mind that some of this stuff we can use in all three styles, and some of it we can't. Like we're gonna look at the Salto, the Mondale Salto. We're gonna look at that, and I don't know in collegiate if it's legal. Okay, and quite frankly, I don't know about the belly to belly stuff, or even the belly to back stuff. In collegiate, I'm not sure what's legal anymore. But we're going to touch on these things. Again, a lot of this has come from the late, great Ron Finley. In the early days of Camp Lane, he was the Greco specialist back in the day. So, and I think that the backstep, and I either learned, there was a Japanese fella that was the first year that my dad ran the camp. And I'm not really sure of his name, and I don't want to. I bet Bad Bob would know. Anyway, I learned the backstepping from the both of them. So, like I said, we're going to go over the backstep again, shoulder throw, and some other things, and then we're going to talk about the Salto for a minute. Okay. See, like the only rule I'm not sure, well, not the only rule, but is this from head to head or whatever? So let's keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure we can't, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set this down here, and we're going to, since I got started here, I'll just roll right into it. All right, we seem to be, oh, I might as well just turn it off.